Yeah. Go, Dory, go. Hi, Dory. Say hi. Thank you. She's making paper. Dory's gonna do paper making. We've got all the paper shredded. She loves. Yeah, look at that. Dory! You wanna say hi?
Hi.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi.
Yeah, Dory's making paper. Yep, just mix it up. Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good. Yeah, just mix it all up in there. Yeah, that's great, Dory. Yeah, mix it all in. Yeah. Yep, give it more water. Yeah, lots more water. Give it more water. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Are you having fun, Dory? Yeah. Dory is mixing. Yeah, that's fun. Her can do that. Yeah, we're gonna pull her sleeves up. Gotta pull your sleeves up though, okay? Yeah. Good girl. That was good listening, Dory. Yeah, it smells just like paper. That's all. Yeah. Yeah. So you gotta mix this stuff in too. You gotta mix it all in. Yeah, get it all wet. And put more water in there. Need more water. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Oh, let's keep it on the chair so it don't fall off. There we go. Wow. I knew you were going to love doing this. Don't get in there, though. You got to put more water, okay? Let's clean them off. Yep, clean them off in there. Shake them off. And put more, yep, and put more water in there. And put more water? Yeah. Good job, Dory. Oh, good. Yeah, that's smart. That's a smart way to do it, to rinse your arms off. Yeah. That's good. And we'll record the next steps once this sits in the water and softens up and is ready for us to use our mold and decal. So stay tuned for that. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay, this is step 2. Dory and I are here blending down the papers. So we've shredded it in the paper shredder, but now we are blending it down into a finer consistency. And Ian is putting the screen on our decal mold right now. So then we'll get to trying to make our first sheet of paper. Okay, so making a quick video here to show what we're doing, and we just wanted to check it and see how it was drying, make sure it was going right and we were doing it okay. So we got the fabric and the cardboard, and we've been pressing it down with books.
Yep.
Now we've got another sheet underneath this, but we're just checking out this top piece here. So let's look a little closer. Those are just little speckles of paper colored in there. No big deal. Gives it a little character.
The paper itself looks awesome.
Yeah, it does look really good. Now the only thing I'm concerned about, from what I see, is these lines in the paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We'll have to see when we're going to get it.
And I wonder if all the pieces of cardboard have that line in them. We'll have to check it out, but
Yeah.
that'll be the only other thing I could say that we'd have to fix. So we'll see. All right, and I just wanted to say real quick that we've improved our paper making method by storing the shredded paper in the big blue bin instead of the paper pulp with the water in it, because it is, as Ian mentioned, heavy to lug around that way. So we're going to take all of our paper scraps, we're going to shred them, and we're going to put them into the tub, dry shredded paper. And then in my smaller half tub, we will put clear water, and then we will take the dry shredded paper from the tub and put some into the blender with some water and blend that up, and then pour it into the other tub. And we'll demonstrate this here in just a minute with Ian doing it. And so you can see that, because really it's going to save us a lot of time and a lot of physical effort. And there's not going to be a lot of little pieces of unblended paper in it as well. So I think this process will help the quality of our paper. Okay, so this is the blue tub that we currently have the pulp in. I did add just like a little cap of bleach in this, just so that the water didn't grow stagnant, because we had to use city water in it. So we won't be doing that. Hopefully we'll use distilled water next time, but I don't think it's going to be a problem, just because we dried it properly and it didn't stand and get moldy. So, but we'll be using this blue tub to store our dry shredded paper. So we'll just let that get full, and we'll use that over time to then put in our blender and blend down with some water. And then we'll put it in the tub that I'm about to show you. Alright, so this is the white tub. It's a smaller one, so it's not as big. It just goes, it's about, a half a foot, 8 inches tall. Or deep, I should say. And it's got the pulp. We just pour the pulp from the tub, the blue tub that you just seen. And Ian's going to pour some in here. Yep. Okay. Now, get that out of my hands. Okay. So now we have our decal and our mold. And we're going to put clips on this. And then get ready to do our first dip. Okay, so here we go. Alright, then we clean up the edges here. I just take my finger and I just clean the loose papers off the edge. Flick that back in there. So as you see, these little pieces of paper that didn't get blended, it's still making great paper, but the goal is to not have those next time, which is why we're going to do the non-shredded, the non-pulp in that tub. Put the dry shredded paper in it. And then blend it up a little bit at a time as we need it. This is slightly a little bit crooked. That's okay. We put these clips on it so that it holds the mold on top of the decal. Okay? And we're just draining the water off the corner of it. You want to drain as much of that water off as you can. And, yep. Then we'll stop this and we'll show you the next step. Okay, so we've taken the top of the mold off. Let me show you that. Here it is. And you have to make sure that you do it on the flat side of this with your screen, where your screen's flat. Okay. Make sure your water's all ran off. There's a little bit more coming off there. And we're going to put our cloth down and we're going to cover this up. Okay. So we cover that up. And we're going to put our piece of cardboard over this. And then we're going to flip it over, and Ian's going to stop this, and we're going to show you the next step. Okay, so now what you're looking at is we've flipped it over with the cardboard and the cloth there, and the paper is now in between this mesh and the cloth, and we're going to use our sponge, and we're just going to soak up the water. And as you push down all around the edges, it's going to loosen that paper up from the mesh and come loose onto the fabric. So you want to do it when you see If you see that it's not come unstuck from there, then you want to just keep pushing a little bit around the edges, especially around the edges. Okay. And voila. Now as you see here, we have just a little bloop. We're going to press that down with my finger. No big deal. Just like that. Okay. And stay right there, Ian. And we're going to take another piece of cloth and we're going to lay it right on top of there. Okay. Make sure that works. Yep. And that's going to dry. And then we put another piece of cardboard on the top. Now, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned in a later video, but we have another idea for doing this and eliminating these lines. So you'll see that in the next video. Thanks for watching. Okay, so this is the finished product of our paper. It does have a line down the center from the cardboard piece that I used to dry it on and compress it in between. But we decided we have a solution to that. We're going to look for the ceramic kitchen tiles or whatever, right, Ian?
Yes.
And that way they're smooth and flat and they have some weight, so they'll help compress as well. And we use cloth in between on both sides in between that as well. And then I went on ahead and cut these up and made little notes, little piece of paper. And in the future too, because they're a lot like construction paper, we can use them for artwork, for note taking, for decorations, and we can add some dye into this and change the color of the paper. Next time there won't be little pieces, these little pieces of unblended paper, I guess you can call it. See those? So next time we won't have that in it. But it did turn out very durable. I mean, it's very, very good paper. So I'm excited about what we can do in the future with this. We also grow plants where we can make our own homemade dyes. I do eventually want to do inks as well. So dyes for paints and dyeing things, as well as inks for writing. So yeah, that's it. That's our paper making experience, and we're definitely going to keep on doing it, and we've got ways to improve our method already. So thanks for watching, and be inspired.